sitting in my backyard having a little me moment, a much needed me moment. Um, Labor Day weekend. Don't know if we're gonna get into much besides going to the beach, but I was just thinking today because my youngest, my 1 year old, he's sick right now. So I just dropped my oldest off at daycare, and I'm gonna keep the 1 year old home with me. And he got sick a couple days ago. Me and my oldest, we went to hang out with my aunts for taco night, and dad decided that little guy was hot, so he put him to sleep with no shirt on. And you know me, I'm old school. Like, you don't be putting my baby to sleep with no shirt on. You take your pants off. You don't take them off. You don't have that chest exposed. I'm like, yeah, we're howling and moving around, but once we go to sleep and that AC comes on, it's a whole different ballgame, you know. And I apologize because I live next to a very busy street, so it's a lot of traffic right now. But so after we had that conversation, and I was just thinking like how sensitive the kids are to like the AC at night. I started to realize I actually have been having a scratchy throat, you know, for a while, and I know my husband has kind of had a scratchy throat. He won't admit it, but I know you know. And so I was just thinking, like, how many of us as adults just walk around with like acute illnesses? You know what I mean? Like my kids are very sensitive, and the AC, you know, just a couple nights with the AC a little too high is causing them to have congestion and coughing and sneezing and all these types of things. But then at the same time, as an adult, you know, I've been sneezing here and there too. You know, like I've been having my own things, and I just think about the fact that sometimes as adults in general, whether you're a parent or not, you just tend to not necessarily overlook, but try so hard to like overcome small illnesses and just keep going. And I think about the fact that as a mother, I can't speak for all mothers, but I'm very much so like as soon as my kids start showing any type of symptoms of anything, I want to address it. So with my 1 year old, I want you to stay home from daycare. I want you to take as many naps as you need to. Like, let's make sure you're getting enough fluids, you know, like let's make sure everybody's dehydrated. And the reality is I should be doing that for myself. You know, like I should be making sure that I'm getting the rest that I need to be as healthy as possible. And we all should. And we all just kind of walk around with these small ailments. But if you really sit down and think about it, a lot of these small ailments can really have a negative impact on our health. You know, like lack of sleep can really lead to a lot of cognitive issues and exacerbate like other health issues as well. So it's like parenting is a great teacher because it's like you're teaching your kids, at least we should be trying to teach our kids to be self-aware and to take care of themselves. It's like, hey, you stayed up late last night. You really better make sure you go to bed early the next night, or let's take some naps. I know me personally, people used to make fun of me about how protective I was over my kids' sleep, especially when they were a lot younger. Like my plans revolved around my children's sleep schedule because I knew at that time in their lives, like sleep is so important to their development. And if you don't know that, it is. The younger they are, the more sleep they need, really, because their brains and bodies are still growing. And so it's very protective of their sleep. And I think about myself included, how many adults do not protect their sleep and their rest, and just general well-being, just because it's not necessarily the norm, or you might be seen as lazy if you say, hey, I can't do this or do that because I actually need to take a nap, or I actually need to get to bed early. And it's just like the protection that we have of our kids, and the way that we teach our children to be self-aware and to take care of themselves, we need to make sure we're demonstrating that to them and showing them that. Like, we as parents have to show our kids how to protect our own well-being by establishing boundaries, by listening to our bodies, and really moving in a space where we are showing them, ooh, these squirrels. We are really showing them, like, this is how you care for yourself. Let mommy show you. And I know I need to do, y'all. I'm so scared of squirrels. And I'm really trying to overcome this, but it's like they looking at me like, ma'am, you normally not even out here. But oh, okay. Y'all, this is my yard. I'm just here, okay? Yeah, look at this squirrel. Why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this because the old me would have eaten immediately. Look, there's something over there. Lord Jesus. Oh my God. I can't. The old me would have been go. I would have left this yard immediately. I would have thrown stuff to this squirrel. But I'm trying to peacefully cohabitate with nature, because these squirrels, end of the day, haven't done nothing to me. They keeping their distance. I'll give them that. They're keeping their distance. But squirrels are my least favorite animal. I've been scared of squirrels since a child. But I believe that God gave me dominion over this earth, and He did not give me a spirit of fear. And I'm not going to fear them anymore. But to say that this is not a challenge for me would be a lie. Look, you hear me talking about me. Oh, let me be quiet. Let me quiet down. Yes, I'm talking about you, sir. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God. Y'all, if you come over here, I'm out. I'm sorry. I forget all the things I just said. I'm out. Okay, yeah. Just go on up the tree. Please go on up the tree. I don't even know what I was just saying, y'all, because I think I was talking about I'm overcoming my fear. God didn't give me a spirit of fear. Blah, 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 blah. Well, God gonna have to give me some courage juice because of this squirrel. Y'all, don't he look like he coming towards me? Oh, Jesus, y'all, this recording is over. Because I gotta get in the house, and I'm gonna pray about this. Because I'm not as strong as I thought I was. Okay, he gone. Thank you, Lord. See, that's God. Woo! Shanto. Anywho. But yeah, we really have to do better. Not just telling our kids what to do, but telling them why it's important to do certain things, and also making sure that we check ourselves and make sure we're also displaying the same behaviors. Like, if we want our kids to be on time, we should probably show them timeliness, with the way we conduct ourselves. And yes, I'm preaching to myself because I am chronically late. So for me, that will be the ultimate, one of the ultimate challenges is not just to tell my kids the importance of being on time, but to try to demonstrate that. And the best way to demonstrate that is being prepared, so they need to see me being prepared, so that I can get to places on time, and get them places on time. But yeah, so that was just my little rant for today. Is, as a parent, as a caregiver, as much as you are trying to take care of others and make sure other people are healthy and getting to bed on time, getting naps, eating nutritious meals, or as nutritious as you can get them to eat, make sure you're extending the same love and grace to yourself as a parent, because ultimately our kids are watching us. They're not just listening to us and obeying us or whatever you want to say, but they're actually watching how we conduct ourselves as parents and caregivers, and they're taking notes. And if we're saying one thing to them and telling them to live a certain kind of way, but we're living contradictory to what we're telling them, it's not, they will see the misalignment, and they'll be like, there's really no reason, no valid reason for me to follow this advice or these guidelines, because that is not actually how adults live, or that's not how the adults in my life live. So just be mindful and take care of yourself. If you feel a scratchy throat and you need to cancel a couple of appointments so that scratchy throat doesn't turn into something else, if you are tired, get the rest that you need. Like, self-care is not just about luxurious, lavish things or indulgence and bubble baths and massages. It's also about saying, hey, I need to get some sleep. I need to create more of a sleep schedule. So that's just my kind of self-care rant of the day. So yeah, put in the comments below, any suggestions or tips that you have to parents, just about ways to kind of take care of yourself while parenting, or things that you've learned. Like, I actually realized I was telling my kids to eat vegetables, and I ain't ate a vegetable in 3 years. Feel free, because I feel like we just need to support each other and let each other know that we're not alone. And I think there's so many ways that parenting can go. You can be a parent who never takes time to be self-aware of what kind of parent you are, and sometimes you can be on the whole opposite side of the spectrum, where you're too critical of yourself and not giving yourself grace to say, hey, you're doing a good job, and maybe you need to lighten up on yourself. But yeah, so I'm just gonna sit out here for a couple more minutes, and I just hope everyone has a beautiful Labor Day weekend. And I got my self-made shirt on, so shout out to any other self-made graduates who are out there. But yeah, have a wonderful Labor Day weekend. Stay blessed, stay beautiful. And yeah, and just stay tuned for more videos. So feel free to feel free to subscribe, so I can keep bringing you more content. All right, love you guys. Talk to you soon.